ever scroll through those like heartwarming cat videos online and think, are they really that amazing? Well, get this.
Okay.
Science says yes.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into the surprising world of cat companionship.
Yeah.
Think stress reduction, healthier hearts,
Right.
and even a boost to your immune system.
We're really going beyond just those like heartwarming anecdotes in this deep dive
Right.
and unpacking the science behind why having a feline friend is linked to some, honestly, pretty impressive benefits.
It's not just about like how cute they are.
Right.
So let's get right into it.
Yeah.
We all know stress is a fact of life, right? Deadlines, traffic, the like never-ending cycle of emails. But what if I told you those soft purrs your cat makes
Yeah.
aren't just cute?
Right.
They're like a built-in stress reliever.
It's true. Studies actually show that just interacting with a purring cat
Hmm.
or even a kneading cat
Mm.
can lower your stress and anxiety levels. And it's not just, some mystical cat magic,
Right.
even though it might feel like it at times.
Yeah.
It's about the release of oxytocin, that cuddle hormone,
Oh, yeah.
which is linked to those feelings of bonding and relaxation.
So my cat choosing to like grace me with his presence while I'm stressing over a presentation is actually good for my heart. I knew he was a genius.
It really can be that decrease in stress you experience that actually translates to a lower risk of heart disease. In fact, one study found that cat owners had a 30% lower risk of heart attack
Oh.
compared to people who didn't share their lives with a feline.
30%? That's
Yeah.
huge. Okay, hold on. I'm picking up my cat right now
Right.
for some preventative cuddles.
Exactly.
But seriously,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
And there's more, right?
Oh, yeah.
I remember reading something about cats being like those vibrating massage chairs,
Okay.
but for healing.
It's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So a cat's purr falls within a frequency of 20 to 140 hertz,
Okay.
which what that is a range that's actually used in something called biomechanical stimulation therapy.
Okay.
It's a very fancy way of saying it's similar to the frequencies that physical therapists use to treat muscle and tendon injuries.
Wait, so my cat's like my own personal purring physical therapist.
Basically.
That's amazing. What kind of injuries are we talking about here?
Well, while more research is definitely needed,
Right.
some studies suggest that this frequency range could be helpful for issues like tendinitis, muscle strains, even ligament injuries.
Whoa, that's incredible. And it's not just us adults who reap the benefits, right?
Right.
Don't kids who grow up with cats have stronger immune systems?
You're right. Yeah. There was a study published in the journal Pediatrics
Well-
that found that children who were raised with cats were less prone to getting sick. And a lot of times they would need less medication when they did.
Okay, but how does that work?
Yeah.
Is it like some secret feline superpower?
Right. It's more about their immune systems getting a good workout
Okay.
from an early age.
Okay.
So think of it this way. Exposure to cats early in life
Yeah.
means exposure to more diverse microbes. And what that does is it helps train their developing immune system to be stronger and more resilient.
So basically, a childhood with a cat is like boot camp for your immune system.
Exactly.
I love it.
It's like giving their immune system like a head start.
Yeah.
But moving beyond the physical health benefits,
Okay.
let's talk about the emotional support that cats can offer.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who's ever felt that,
Yeah.
that comforting weight of a cat on their lap knows there's something like special there, right?
Absolutely. And science is backing that up too, right?
Right.
It's not just about having another like warm body in your apartment.
Right.
Cats really do seem to like get us.
Exactly. Studies have shown that owning a cat can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness. And they have this amazing ability to be both independent and like incredibly affectionate.
That's true. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore you for 5 hours.
Right.
But then I'm going to rub on your legs and demand pets precisely when you need it most.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of feeling soothed and relaxed,
Yeah.
I have to bring up how cats seem to help with anxiety too.
Yeah.
Like, is there...
You're hitting on a key point.
Yeah.
Remember oxytocin?
Yeah.
That cuddle hormone we were talking about earlier?
Uh-huh.
Just the act of petting a cat can release oxytocin,
Yeah.
which not only makes us feel more bonded to them, but also helps reduce anxiety
Yeah.
and the purring.
Yeah.
That soothing sound plays a role
It's
too.
like having a furry, purring anxiety reliever on demand.
Mhm.
Way better than those meditation apps.
Totally.
Okay, this might sound a little out there,
Okay.
but I've always been a bit envious of how effortlessly my cat seems to fall asleep. Like just
Right.
plop out.
They just pass out.
Do you think there's any truth to the idea that sleeping with a cat can actually improve your sleep quality?
It's a question that sparked a lot of research.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's not just a simple yes or no.
Mm.
For some people, having a cat in bed is super disruptive to their sleep.
Right.
But then a surprising number of people actually report sleeping better when their cat is curled up with them.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. What's the explanation for that?
So it seems to come down to that feeling of security and companionship that a cat provides. So that warmth, the gentle purring,
Yeah.
it all creates this sense of safety and relaxation
Hmm.
that for some people leads to deeper, more restful sleep.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there was even a study that found
Oh, really?
that some cat owners preferred sleeping with their cat over their partner.
Okay, my cat is better cuddle buddy than my partner, but don't tell him I said that.
Right.
But on a more serious note, it's amazing to see how much research supports all these benefits.
Yeah.
We've got stress reduction, anxiety relief, maybe even better sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder,
Mm-hmm.
could cats actually play a role in supporting mental health overall?
It's definitely an area of ongoing research.
Okay.
But there's growing evidence to suggest exactly that.
Okay.
So cats can provide a sense of purpose and routine, which
Sure.
can be incredibly beneficial for people who are struggling with things like depression or anxiety.
It makes sense. It's like I have to get out of bed and feed this furry little being who depends on me.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just the routine. That simple act of petting a cat, feeling that soft fur,
Yeah.
it can be incredibly grounding, especially for someone who's struggling with, intrusive thoughts, or if they're just feeling really overwhelmed.
Right.
It really brings your focus to the present moment in a very tangible way.
It's like a form of grounding technique, but with more purrs.
Exactly.
This is all so fascinating, and there's even more to it, right?
Right. Yeah.
I read somewhere that cats can be particularly helpful for people with PTSD.
That's right. Cats are incredibly perceptive animals.
Hmm.
They can often sense when their humans are struggling. So they might stay close, they might purr, maybe even nudge their human gently with their head
Okay.
as a way of offering comfort.
It's like they have this sixth sense about when you need them most.
It really is remarkable.
Wow.
And that kind of unconditional love and support, that steady presence,
Yeah.
it can be incredibly healing for someone who's, experienced trauma.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I feel like I need to go apologize to my cat for all the times I underestimated it.
Right.
But before we move on, are there any other unexpected perks to being a cat owner? Besides being the most amazing human on the planet for providing endless head scratches.
Whoa.
Okay, this one I have to hear more about. Owning a cat makes you more attractive. Tell me I haven't been wasting my best wingman this whole time.
Well, maybe hold off on signing your cat up for matchmaker duty just yet.
Okay.
But it's more than just a funny idea.
Yeah.
Studies have actually explored this.
Yeah.
And it turns out people tend to rate individuals with cats as more attractive, friendly, and patient compared to those without a feline companion.
Wow, seriously.
Yeah.
Should have been using cat pics this whole time. But why do you think that is? Is it some kind of subconscious cat person signal?
There could be something to that.
Mm.
It might be that on a subconscious level, we associate cat ownership with positive qualities like being caring and nurturing,
Right.
capable of forming strong bonds, all things that really contribute to someone being seen as a good potential partner.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle way of saying, hey, I can keep another living being alive and happy.
Exactly.
So I'm probably pretty responsible.
Right. And responsibility, along with those other qualities that we talked about, those are definitely attractive traits.
Okay, so we've got physical health benefits, mental and emotional benefits, and a potential boost to your dating life.
Yeah.
Is there anything these furry companions can't do?
Well, they might not be able to file your taxes for you, but who knows, maybe one day.
Huh? True. But speaking of fascinating cat facts,
Yeah.
I've always wondered, is there really such a thing as a cat personality?
It's a really intriguing question.
Yeah.
Research suggests that cat owners do often share certain traits,
Okay.
like being more introverted, independent, and they often score higher on intelligence tests.
So maybe we're drawn to these independent, intelligent creatures
Yeah.
because they reflect something in ourselves.
It's definitely a possibility, and it goes beyond just personality, too.
Okay.
The act of caring for a cat can actually lead to healthier habits overall.
Really? I never thought of that. You mean besides the daily workout I get from cleaning out the litter box?
Huh. Well, that too, I suppose. But I'm talking more about the structure and routine that comes with having a cat.
Yeah.
So cats thrive on predictability.
Yeah.
So as their owners, we naturally fall into a rhythm of feeding them, playing with them,
Right.
and taking care of their needs at certain times.
So those like daily tasks kind of create this framework
Yeah,
that can spill over into other areas of your life.
exactly. That consistency can help with establishing regular sleep patterns, maintaining a healthier diet,
Right.
maybe even like sticking to an exercise routine.
Wow.
It's amazing how much our furry companions can influence us,
Yeah.
even in really subtle ways.
This has been such an insightful deep
It
dive.
has been fun.
I feel like I've learned so much about not only the benefits of cat companionship,
Yeah.
but also like the science behind it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to know your cat is good for you,
Yeah,
but it's another thing entirely to understand like the why and the how.
I completely agree. It's amazing how much research has gone into this,
Right.
understanding this really unique bond that we share with cats. And it really speaks to the profound impact they have on our lives.
Absolutely. We've gone from stress reduction and heart health to stronger immune systems,
Yeah.
and even the surprising connection between owning a cat and being perceived as more attractive. Who knew there were so many perks to being a cat person?
Right.
And I think the most important takeaway here, like beyond the individual benefits,
Yeah.
is that feeling of connection and companionship that cats provide can truly enrich our lives in ways we might never have even expected.
So true.
So well said. Well, folks, there you have it. We've reached the end of our deep dive into the incredible world of feline companionship. We've uncovered the science, explored the emotional benefits, maybe even debunked a few myths along the way. But the most important question is, what does your cat mean to you? Keep that question in mind, and we'll see you in the next episode.